Hi everyone, I hope you're well. This is CoinsKid. Just going over to XRP once again. Thank you for your support. Okay, big of the CoinsKid crew. So whilst XRP's been crabbing, going sideways and drawing down, you do find opportunities in many of the altcoins. And this particular coin, I did relay this to you earlier in the week, right there last week, and equally a tweet as well. At that point, it's been a 57% move for this particular chart into this resistance, followed by currently around about 10 to 11% short opportunity right there into that 2 fib. So the minimal target has been met, and right now it's drawing down. And these are the things that I try and find opportunity for you for the CoinsKid crew in the charts on a daily basis, and equally a level of education as well. You can clearly see here we tapped into the 1618, came back in a higher low, structured a 10 EMA, and then we bolted again. So because of what this chart is doing right now, it could be a little bit of confidence of the fact that we might be in for another little drawdown on some of these crypto markets, XRP included, and equally with something we're seeing in the DXY as well. So I'll relay that to you. But again, this was a beautiful opportunity. I did post this on Twitter. I did add it to the XRP videos last week as well, showing you as confidence. And the reason is, because obviously the buy signal that were printed on the daily way back there on the buy and sell, and equally I think on the hourly we was looking at that micro signal as well, which were printed a few weeks ago just there. Okay, so look at that beautiful opportunity come all the way up. Okay, and there will be sell signals and will be buy signals, so on and so forth, and we'll try and find them in time. Okay, so it's been a lovely opportunity, and all I'm trying to do is educate you in the space. Okay, so let's dive into the DXY right now and see what we can see. So taking a quick look at the DXY, everything's playing out so far, isn't it, in this box, so it's great, it's great to see we're using this chart as confluence to any analysis to upside and downside in XRP, and so far so good. So if we do get this continued breakdown, pretty much like we did last year when we fell through that thick yellow line, which is a 20-week EMA right there, like we've just done in recent times, after exactly the same fractal, which is uncanny. We were looking at this as, again, confluence of the fact that we've got these three lows, the last retracement before the drop through the 20, you've got these three lows, the last retracement before the drop through the 20. So far it is playing out, but I think that what goes up must come down. There is a technical target on this particular chart of 103.182. So I think over the next few days, if the DXY does bounce at this point, starts to come back up into 10 EMA, it's pretty much like this scenario here where it came down to this channel, bounced into 10 EMA, and then continued. So we bounce up into 10 EMA, see a little bit of a drawdown in crypto markets, Bitcoin, XRP especially, and then we drop for the continuation. If we do get this drop from the 10 EMA, I think this next little spot into the 10 EMA could be a little sweet spot for yourself. Confluence in this particular chart to find a lovely little sweet spot for XRP to ride a lovely little long up. So again, it's getting a bit messy, it's getting a bit choppy, but I think the macro outlook in this chart is that the fact that this is bearish. The confidence of that fact right now, is the fact that you're losing a 20, just like you did there on that thrust down last year at pretty much the same point. Look at that November here as well, around about the 10th, 13th. Look at that, the 10th, the 12th, the 11th. Look at that. So very similar. It's weird, isn't it, how it's working out? You got the same sort of resistance box, the three peaks, the three lows, the retracement, the drop, the three peaks, the three lows, the retracement, the drop. So far so good. The invalidation of such is if we start to see the DXY do something like this, gets its ass back above and gets back above a thick yellow line, which is currently, I'll give you that level, is zero. What is that at the moment? It's 104.602. So if you start to see a weekly close back above that thick yellow line, then until that point the DXY is bearish, and Bitcoin and crypto, the vast majority above their thick yellow line, which is a 20-week EMA, is bullish. So it's an inverse correlation that's playing out like an absolute boss. And the minute it turns a corner and starts to look like it's not, I will alert you. So again, the trend is your friend until the end. So I think that what we've done for XRP, we've bolted off that level of support right there whilst this bearish channel is being created. Or I said to you, that's a bearish channel. It's confluence of the fact that I think XRP is creating a consolidation, ascending triangle. Also got this bearish channel. The inverse correlation is there, and once this breaks, this will start to break down, and so far so good. So we're looking at this continuing for the remainder of the year into next year, and then in theory we should be looking at level consolidation, a drawdown, some kind of corrective waves for XRP before continuation, and that's exactly what we're getting right now. But again, there's no guarantees. If this chart turns a corner, starts to break back over 20, starts to come back up and holds that high support, then we're not getting that big break out to the upside unless the inverse correlation is lost and XRP starts to go with this chart. Then at the minute we just got to respect what's happening, haven't we? So I'll keep you updated as best I can. Let's dive into the XRP chart right now and see what we can see. Okay, so taking a look at XRP on a Friday time frame, at the moment, we're doing okay. We've got a small little ascending triangle here that XRP's broken out of in this reversal. Look at that. Boom, boom, boom. Price compression lead to expansion. Broke out. Back to support right now. It looks like we're gearing up to continue. So if this is the bottom, we should see an explosion here for XRP. We should see it start to break out. This flag pattern coming all the way down. We should start to see it break out like this, hold support and go again. So again, until we start to see a significant break in the charts here for XRP, I'm going to remain a little bit cautious because what we've not got here in this correction is any kind of bullish divergence. okay? So I do typically look for, the corrections to sort of print and confirm with bullish divergence as well, most importantly on the hourly time frame and the 4 hour as a more of a macro standpoint right now. So we have got a lovely little reversal here, breaking out back test. I don't think the technical target, this ascending triangle, has been met for XRP. If we go from that point of resistance all the way to the level of support, you can clearly see that it's not been, back tested right there. Now if you take a look at that level there is a god candle, isn't there, where we've lost its support just there and we're not necessarily back tested it. So that's a minimum level for me. Now that's a significant retest in the charts for XRP. So I think we're gearing up towards that target at minimal. So I'm going to give you that. What is that? That's roughly around about 0.6388. Now if we do start to break out here, okay, which is obviously possible, we start to really break out here, start to really take off, and this was your bottom, fantastic. Okay, we've got these overlapping waves, we've come down, we've got into the oversold area in the RSI right there, but I think, with the confidence I'm looking at the DXY, that this little push to the upside may be the last little drop for the DXY before it starts to come back up into the 10 EMA. At this point we could see another low here for XRP, because I think, I'm looking for the 20-week EMA, because it's identical to what we did in 2020. We sort of came down like this, came all the way back down, up and down, up and down. It wasn't until we got the 20-week EMA that we did start to go again. So this is a scenario I'm looking at in confidence with the DXY. I think we might sort of have another correction, a rollover in the markets over the next few days. XRP comes up to 0.638, then starts to come back down, and the last push down, basically the last low. And what we've got here, technically within the C wave, this is the A, this is the B, and right now you've got a 1, a 2, a 3, a 4, and a 5 down to the 20, and with that what we're looking for as well. So I'm obviously, I've not got a crystal ball, anything can happen. What I think we're looking for here is some kind of bullish divergence on the 4 hour, where this starts to come up like this, starts to drop again, this makes a higher low, your price action makes a lower low down towards a 20, everyone's super bearish, oh no, it's going to 0, but then we create the beautiful bullish divergence here for XRP, okay, as a possible scenario on the 4 hour. So this is something I'm looking at as a potential scenario. So your next level of resistance for me, obviously if you start to break up and you start to take it out, longer, in this downward pressure where you got the 1, the 2, the 3, the 4, the 5, your next level of resistance, if you start to take it out, we will start to invalidate my further drop to the downside, an opportunity on the weekly 20 EMA, wherever it is at the time, as an opportunity, it will start to begin, to look invalidated right there. So that's the next leg of resistance. I do think if we start to see come up above that, it could start to negate my count here, in the sense that we're looking at some kind of leading diagonal, end diagonal, whatever you want to call it for XRP, where you come up like this. You've got 5 waves down, a C wave down to the 20-week EMA, which in my opinion is a golden opportunity at that point, with the fact that the DXY is sort of rallying into its 10 EMA right there, into the 10 EMA. This is your sweet spot on the 20 EMA for the XRP price chart just there, and then we're looking at the 10 EMA and the 20 EMA being retested resistance in confluence of this beautiful little sweet spot for XRP. The invalidation of this particular scenario playing out, obviously for XRP, is if we start to see it come up and take out 0.6539, that increase the probability that that was your low. But this is a scenario I'm looking at, you sense that we might have 5 waves within a C wave here. This has been the A wave, this has been your B wave, and this is your C wave drop, and consists of 5 waves. So the invalidation, again, I'll remind you, is 0.6539. If we start to see that taken out anytime soon, then you're taking out your wave too high, okay, and you're starting to look really impulsive off this low, and you potentially got some kind of 1, ABC 2, 3, 4, 5, so on and so forth, and you're beginning to come upstairs, and this was your low, okay. So we're looking for that broken 0.6539. It will start to invalidate the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 waves down here for XRP, and the final sort of leg down of this shakeout, this big flag overlapping corrective waves coming back, which I think is corrective anyway, and only providing an opportunity for the XRP price chart to go forward. Now if we get this support and start to come down, I think the next leg up here is absolutely going to go absolutely vertical. But again, nothing I say is financial advice, but I wish everyone the utmost luck, okay. So you have my count, you have all the support and resistance right now. If we do start to see big XRP break 0.6539, then I think this extra little leg to the downside, this sort of final little shakeout for XRP down to the weekly 20, which is exactly what it did in 2020 as well. That fractal that it's copying like for like at the moment is out the window, and we really are breaking bullish at this point. Hope you enjoyed that update. Stay healthy, stay strong, stay tuned. Take care everyone. Back to an update on XRP. Bye bye.